Hello, my name is Leah Foster, and I am an EADM Master's Degree in Educational Leadership and my preliminary credential.
Hello, my name is Cameron Van Eken. I'm a graduate student with the Counseling and Guidance program.
My name is Tiffany DeLong, and I'm in the School Psychology program.
Hi, my name is Alex.
Hi, my name is Ana Andrade.
After having my daughter, my view of education, educators, and the importance of in-classroom interactions completely changed. I realized my career path thus far was preparing me for a future in education. And while I wanted to teach science, I knew I wanted to teach science, specifically chemistry, and I had a passion for science, my true goal in choosing an education major was to work with teenagers. Teenagers are a unique portion of the population who need love and encouragement and really big boundaries, and simply people who care about them.
I chose education as my major because of my mother. She was a paraprofessional for 29 years, and when it came to my time to choose a major, I thought I love school, so why not become a teacher?
I chose to be a school counselor because I recognize the value of their role in our schools. Without my school counselor's help, I wouldn't be standing where I am today or accomplishing anything that I've accomplished so far. It is my turn to be mindful and observant of the issues facing students. It is my turn to pay it forward and to help youth in our schools negotiate who they want to be in our world.
I chose this program because I've always had a passion for helping children and families. I also wanted to be able to assist teachers and families in implementing strategies so they can better serve their students.
I chose my major because I was inspired by my art teacher from high school to pursue a higher education.
I chose teaching because it is my primary goal since I left high school. I have experience working with all grade levels in regular education, but when I started working with special education, I noticed that I could make a difference every day. My students need me and they learn from me, but I also learn and improve myself every day by working with them.
The hardships in college were the financial ones. I did everything on my own. I had moral support from my family, but I had to do everything from financial aid to grants all by myself.
I have faced some hardships throughout my time in school here. School absorbs a lot of attention and time that could be dedicated to family or making money, and it can be difficult to manage all those factors at the same time while maintaining meaningful relationships with those you care about. So it's very important to remember your goals.
While going through this program, there were some hardships that I experienced. The main one was financially. Grad school is expensive, and so on top of student loans, I had a full-time paid internship, part-time job, and picked up additional jobs along the way. I worked as hard as I could so I could make ends meet. Thankfully, I've already been offered a position as a school psychologist for the 2019-2020 school year, and I couldn't be more excited.
One of the most difficult parts of my education was that I experienced the loss of my grandparents in 2015, which was devastating to me and really hampered my resolve because they were the biggest supporters of my collegiate career.
Besides being a teacher, I'm also a mom, a wife, but I also strongly believe in keeping a close relationship with my parents and also with my sisters and God. So I will say that in addition to the financial hardships that all students may face, the most difficult thing that I had to deal with is time and class availability, since there's a little choice in regards to times or days for classes. So my struggle was to always give something or put something away to be able to take classes.
When asked about my hardships in college, I didn't necessarily feel like I had hardships because my fellow colleagues in my classes were going through the same thing. They all had to do student teaching during the day and night classes and homework, and then also try to manage things at home, and most had little kids as well. So coming to class at night, we were able to collaborate and share our hardships, so it helped us get through that process.
My plans after I graduate is either I'm going to go abroad or I'm going to stay here and begin my doctorate at CSUSB.
My plan after completing my degree is to find a job in the field, preferably in the middle school setting, and really begin a career that I feel is vital and fulfilling.
My immediate plan after completing my degree is to get married to the love of my life, and afterwards I would be thrilled to return back to school to work on my master's in education and get a minor if possible. I definitely want to return back to school to better myself and receive a master's degree in education, maybe a doctorate as well if I have time and resources.
Of course, my plans are to keep on working and making a difference with my students and parents, but also to clear my credentials, and also in the future to keep on working with my life project, which are my daughters. Right now, I'm taking a little break, maybe for a year, but I will get back to obtain my second master's, but this time will be in special education.
Now that I've completed the credential program, it is time to earn some money. I will be teaching in Redlands next year. I just found out, woohoo! So I'm excited to spend the summer preparing for my first group of students in the fall.
My academic plans: I will be getting my EDD in educational leadership, and then I will be going after my PhD in global leadership. The goal is to have both done in 10 years.
As far as my future academic plans go, I am considering earning a doctorate degree of some sort. I would love to teach in a higher education setting one day.
I plan to continue my education by going to trainings and conferences where I will learn more techniques and tools that I can apply to my career. There is also a possibility that in the future I may continue my education and pursue a PhD in education.
As far as future goals, I would like to start a Master's in Science program next year, but I'm giving myself a little grace and time. Once I finish or survive my first year of teaching, then I'd like to start that.
My inspiration was my love for education. I love school. I did well in school. I love teachers, and high school wasn't as fun, but elementary and college and university, it's been my inspiration the whole way.
I've been inspired by a lot of people in my life, but my grandmother has by far been my biggest inspiration. I lost her about a year before entering the program, and have used her memory as motivation to complete it. She taught me to be kind, compassionate, caring, and these qualities have really influenced the way that I approach counseling.
I could not do all of this on my own. I'm constantly inspired every day by my fiance, John. The hard work and dedication and passion that he shows for his career has motivated me to apply those skills to my job and be the best that I can be.
My grandparents were the primary inspiration behind my success. Every success I've ever had was all due to their kindness, generosity, compassion, and energy. They were my best friends and my parents for all intents and purposes. My art teacher, Mr. Burnham, also inspired me as a young freshman in high school to strive for a higher education and to always present my best work to the world.
My parents have always been my inspiration. They have always been hardworking people. They had taught me that there's no job that could be humiliating when you do it with responsibility, integrity, and work ethics. So they have worked on the fields, which is a really hard work, and they have never give up. So which also teaches me that there's no work or anything that may be so hard and I can give up. And again, also my daughters and God will always be my motivators.
Looking at who has inspired me, I have been surrounded by amazing, inspiring educators my whole life. My mom was a PE teacher and a tennis coach. My sister is a math and science teacher, and several of my friends are teachers. At first, this deterred me from becoming an educator because I wanted to create my own unique path, but all paths brought me back to education, so here I am, and I'm very thankful to them as role models.
And I'd never had a mentor until recently. She's actually a professor here at the university, and her name's Dr. Becky Sambera. And I believe she took me under her wing, and she has shown me how much fun research can actually be, and I look forward to working with her in the future.
I've had a lot of mentors throughout my time here as well. The faculty of the counseling and guidance program have really challenged me and pushed me to take pride in the work that I do and to trust in my skills. They have really helped me build my self-confidence and taught me to trust my voice. And I especially want to thank Dr. Lorraine Hedke, Dr. Daniel Stewart, and Dr. Justine Diorigo-Patrick for their contributions to my education.
I've also had a lot of help from my mentor, Dr. Ward. We've known each other for over 6 years, and I owe her a huge thank you for all she's done for me. She has constantly motivated me to attain each goal that has been in front of me.
My primary mentor was my grandfather. He was a good man, and who always provided for his family and, while not formally educated, was one of the wisest men I've ever known.
In this school, I had wonderful professors and co-workers that had helped me during these past years. Well, one of them is Linda Footer. She has been my mentor during this internship, and she has been strong support during this time. She has always helped me to notice areas of improvement and always helped me to identify activities or supports that I will be using with my students. And most importantly, she has always done it in a kind and positive way.
When asked about a mentor, I had to actually look up this word, and it said an experienced or trusted advisor. And I have to say, there's no one I trust more for advice or guidance than my husband. I'm lucky enough to have a mentor within the home. He is a man of utmost integrity and honesty, and he has this incredible belief in himself. He knows that if first he doesn't succeed at something, he'll keep trying until he gets it, because he knows he will. So his grit and determination is contagious, and I honestly think that's what's helped me get past these last 2 years through this program.
The biggest accomplishment is the moment right now, graduating with my master's and being Student of the Year. And I'm proud to be a Coyote.
The accomplishment that I am most proud of is really this. I am finishing my master's degree, I have my PPS credential, and I'm ready to begin a professional career that is important and beneficial to our community. I'm ready to work, and I am confident in my abilities to be successful. Thank you, CSUSB, and I am proud to be a Coyote. Ow!
The accomplishment that I'm most proud of is being able to simultaneously do 2 graduate programs at the same time. While I was in the school psychology program, I was also in the Child Development Master's program, working on my thesis. I am so excited because I was able to use the thesis to tie together both degrees. I am proud to be a Coyote. Ow!
Graduating from college with honors cum laude was a very high accomplishment that I never would have imagined would happen. I will say that completing the program has given me an immeasurable amount of satisfaction, and I'm proud to be a Coyote. Ow!
There was a time where I felt that the BA and Masters were enough for me, but now I feel that as an educator, you could never stop. There's no way for you to stop, so there's always room for improvement. And to be honest right now, I am just proud of finishing my requirements to be recommended for the credential. So I have survived 3 teaching years with some very demanding students. And at the same time, I have completed my classes, my tests, my observations, and all of it right before I get my second blessing. I'm proud to be a Coyote.
When asked about my greatest accomplishment, I would definitely have to say raising my daughter thus far. She's only 4. Hi, Lily. But it has been the most exhausting and fulfilling years of my life. Lily, you inspire me, you bring me such joy, and you teach me how to be a better person. Thank you, I love you. So with that being said, I am proud to be a Coyote. How?